next year?
Why? I honestly don't know. Literally, just one day, hopefully I'll just wake up and have my answer.
What goes into that? Just kind of when you're thinking that over. I know there's life and everything, but what goes into your thought process?
Definitely education. That's a big part of why I'm here, and just knowing that I just want to get my master's degree as well. But I don't know, another part is just my teammates. It would be hard to leave this group, but then also they would understand if I were to leave as well.
And how emotional was that today, going through all of that and just knowing it could be the last time that you were on this floor?
It, to be honest, hasn't even hit me yet. I think it'll hit me later tonight or tomorrow, but just knowing that tonight my offense wasn't there, but just knowing that I gave it all, my all, on the effort side and defensive side, and just in general, I just wanted to win for this team.
You mentioned, teammates wanting to win for this team. Just how special is this group, especially you in this senior class? The last 3 years, you guys have cut down nets. You've really built the Lady Bear program into something even higher in recent memory than it's been in the past. Just how special is this group?
Oh, very special. We know even tonight we're well balanced. I think Jazz was the only one in double figures, and just knowing that our defense leads to our offensive momentum. We've been kind of struggling with offense, and just having upperclassmen, we know what it takes to win. We know every single game is going to be tough. Loyola is a great defensive team, and it showed the past 2 games that it was a grind in order to get our win. So just having experience overall, just knowledge of the game, knowledge of the opponents that we play.
What clicked there in the going into the fourth? You guys just came out and kind of exploded there in the first couple minutes to take the game and just take control.
Oh yeah, first of all, we didn't want to lose another home game. That was one of our goals for the year, and just knowing that we wanted to win this game for the seniors and for everyone in the community. We know a lot of people traveled here to celebrate the seniors, and we want to stay undefeated as well in conference, and just knowing that every team, we're one of their targets, and they want to take us down. And we just wanted to win overall, whatever it took. We just needed energy, and we found it.
How much of a relief is it to you just knowing, this could have been your last game at KQH, but just the group of girls that you're around and how it feels like you guys have so much more basketball to play still?
I know, just knowing that tomorrow's March, the biggest month of the year for all of us. We worked so hard just throughout quarantine workouts and all of that, just really stuck together. Her very positive, encouraging words, and just knowing that we're going to do whatever it takes to keep going throughout postseason.
How hard has it been? We're not going through what you're going through. Just kind of paint a picture for just what you guys are having to give up and some things, just kind of like that.
Oh yeah, definitely social life. We know our team has been taking it serious. It's honestly sucks not being able to hang out, even with other student athletes. We know we all have to be careful, every single sports team, and just knowing that even with our own family, we can't really be around them that much, and just taking the normal precautions of COVID and just trying to enjoy whenever we're able to practice all together, just enjoy that moment and just get better, whether that's with the team or individual workouts.
Brice Ellis has been a heck of a leader for you guys kind of off the court. We love it anytime she gets on the court. You can see the energy. It was clear you guys were hunting for the basket from her early. You get it late. Just how special was that moment, and how special is Brice for you guys?
Oh, she means everything to this team. Me and her are known as the grandmas of the team, and just taking care of everybody. And we want nothing but the best for Brice. We know she deserves a lot of accomplishments that she maybe doesn't get, and just knowing that we worked hard. That play we ran, Black Brice, just knowing that we knew she was going to get a bucket, and it was just very emotional for her, and we all just loved the moment.
You had a play specifically drawn up just for her for that moment?
Oh yeah, big body Brice. We're big body guards out here.
What is it that she brings? What is it that we're not seeing that you guys could just kind of describe? I don't know if you have any stories in the background that we tell us a story. You have one. I see that you have one.
Oh, so many I could tell. especially this year, me and Bree have been rooming on the road, and just knowing that 4 years we've worked hard together, had a lot of ups and downs. We've laughed a lot, cried a lot. Just overall, she's besides Abby, our loudest vocal leader, just brings positivity, energy, every practice, every shoot around, even on and off the court, hang out all the time, just overall positivity. And she just makes you feel like a better person when you're around her.
Looks like that's it for you, Brice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brice.
Hello.
Hi, Bree. Thanks for stopping by. We'll
Hi, thanks for having me.
just go straight into questions for these guys. They've been talking about you.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
Bree, the big basket was just that, just walk us through the emotions of that. I'm not sure I've ever seen a dog pile in the middle of a game. Just how special was that?
Like I can't even put into words how important, how special that moment was for me. The play was black. We've renamed it Black Bree. And people just think that it's a play designed for me, but I just joke around in practice and I see the post just getting big and putting people in the basket. I'm like, hey, I can do that. Why don't you run it for me in a game? And Coach Mox promised me, she said, your time's coming. There's going to be a game. I'm going to run it for you. And sure enough, tonight on such a special night. And I mean, she calls it for me and hey, I get the bucket and my teammates were right there to pick me up just like I thought. So it meant more to me than scoring the bucket. It was just another, to know that my teammates believed in me, my coaches believed in me. That's what made the moment special.
What about the love they have for you? I mean, just seeing them, just everything they say about you. I mean, Brice ends that with that you make people feel like a better person when you're around them. When they're picking you up and go. I mean, that was as loud as it's been since Sydney Manning hit that shot last year. The love the teammates have for you. How much do you feel that? And what is it? What do you think it is about you that makes them feel that way?
Good question, Wyatt. I'm still trying to figure that out. But it's just unconditional love. Like you can go across the country and yeah, you have number ones, number twos, you have these teams, that teams, these players, but this team is so special and this coaching staff is so special. And Coach Mox and the coaching staff that I have now and my teammates, they just have so much faith in me and they just love me for me. It doesn't matter how many points I score, what my stat sheet looks like, but when you know that you have a support staff and a program and a university who loves you for you, it just makes your job so much easier. And it's never been about points with me. It's never been about anything like that statistic wise, but when you're just a good person to people, and I mean, they reciprocate it. It's not like I'm just Brie Ellis, this awesome person because they make me better too, because I mean, they push me, they get on me just like I do them. So it's so special to know that this staff and your teammates, they have so much faith in you, but they're even better people. Like it's bigger than basketball with us. I'm sure you've heard Coach Mox talk about bigger than basketball, but if you take basketball away from the Lady Bears, I mean, we have some of the best people that you can ever come across. So I think that's what's most important.
It's been a long journey for you. I mean, from the Rockbridge days playing with Sophie, helping her out, to going to a school that didn't even have an organized team, to walking on here, to getting the scholarship, to get this moment on senior day, have the spotlight on you. Just how much have you been looking forward to this moment? Just what were the emotions like in that moment?
It was a special day, but honestly, I feel like every day is so special because every day my coaches have the same energy, the same positivity towards me. Every day my teammates are there for me. So like I said before, it's really hard to find a program like that where every day you just love going to practice, or you love even running sprints or whatever you have to do in practice. But when you know that you're surrounded by good people, I mean, every day is truly like so awesome, and they definitely make it easy for me. So every day feels like how special today was. But I mean, today was a little extra special, but I mean, every day has been so awesome with this staff and this team.
Sports journalism.
Sports journalism.
So you want to be doing this with us? What is it? What's this?
So my dream job would be like an analyst or a commentator. So, you know, like the Maria Taylors of the world, or the Doris Burks, the Carolyn Pecks. You know, I look forward to halftime shows sometimes just so I can see how awesome those type of people are. So I kind of study them. It's weird because usually people just walk away at halftime shows, but halftime shows, I'm like, oh yeah, I get to hear Doris Burke talk, or I get to hear Carolyn Peck talk. So that's my dream job. And being around you guys has definitely helped me. And I've picked up a lot of tips on the way. I've learned a lot. So, yep.
No, you do a great job in here. I can hear it.
Oh, thanks.
For what it's worth, Corey was calling the game today, Corey from MediaCom, and he said they'd love to have you as an analyst at some point in the future. So hunt him down.
Well, that's awesome. Good to know.
Everything else for Bree? All right. Thank you, Bree.
Thank you guys so much. Take care.
Thanks, Bree.
Well, it wasn't pretty at some points, but, you know, a win is a win. And we are never, ever going to, you know, take that for granted. So I'm just excited that we were able to get a win for our seniors, send them off right. I was excited about some of the moments we had with some of our seniors. You know, we had kids step up late in the game in the fourth. I was just telling them in the huddle, you know, we got a great player step up and great team step up at this time. It's too close. We need to execute our offense better. Our defense has been phenomenal. That's one thing I will say. But offensively, I know I keep saying that, but and we haven't had a chance to really practice with all these games back to back. So I'm actually looking forward to a couple days of practice next week so that we can tune up some things offensively.
Break down Black Bree for us, the play you guys got.
Yeah, I'm a little mad she gave our play call out, but no, I'm just kidding. It's funny. I run that, you know, we usually run it for a post player or run it for a big guard like Sydney Wilson or somebody like that. And it's a post-up play. And Bree in practice is always like, you know, calling it for herself and she wants to run it. And we were kind of joking around. And I told her today in walkthrough, she was trying to post up Tori, my assistant coach. And I told her if she makes the basket, then I'll run it in the game for her. And she got fouled a couple times, but she missed the basket. So I don't think she thought I was going to run it today. But I knew in my head, like from the beginning of the season when she was calling this out, that I was going to run it on this night.
I asked you about it yesterday, but I mean, now just with the emotions of it, you've known this senior class for 2 years now as their head coach. Just how special is this group and how special was this opportunity to kind of honor them here in their home finale? Very
special. You know, they've done a lot for this team, for this program since they've been here. And we have a couple of them that are fifth years, so some have been here longer than the other seniors. But, you know, for what they've done from the Sweet 16 run to what we did last year and what we've done this year, I mean, it's on the backs of your seniors. And it doesn't necessarily always result in the points they score or the rebounds or things like that, but the leadership that they have provided for this team is just outstanding. And they're great players, great people. Got a lot of 4.0s in that senior class. And I'm just really proud of them. This team, we're a tight knit group, and this team, there was a lot of tears today because they just are looking at those seniors and just so thankful for everything they bring, but also for who they are as people, and they're really going to be missed. But we do have a lot of basketball left before we really shed those tears.
Just going back to the game. I mean, it was close there, 1 point game, third quarter, but you guys are able to kind of explode there to start the fourth. Just kind of what changed there for you guys to be able to pull away for the second day in a row?
Just had to step up. I thought, you know, Loyola had a great game plan. It was obviously a defensive game. That team, I think, is a little underrated defensively. They're really good. They're really good. And so they were making it difficult for us to get some of the shots, especially Jasmine. You know, I knew they were going to double her. I knew they were going to dig on her every time she put the ball on the floor because that was pretty much the only adjustment you can make. I didn't think we read that very well, and we kind of got out of a flow. They were gapping Brice a lot and doubling Brice. And so we didn't get a lot of clear layups, I guess you could say, or looks at the basket, but the ones that we did get, we missed some bunnies, or we were looking for a foul. And I just thought that, as the game progressed, the frustration was building and kind of setting in with us. So I just wanted us to calm down, just move the ball and move our bodies. And, somebody's going to be open. If they're doubling here, we got reads for that. And whoever's open, you need to be calling for the ball and getting people's vision. And I think we started to do that a little bit in the fourth quarter and just opened it up.
Coach, obviously uncharacteristic night for you guys on the offensive side of the ball, but defense continues to show as your guys' anchor. Can this team go as far as its defense will take them?
Yeah, it's the old saying of, offense wins games, defense wins championships. I think our defense, if we were this consistent, it was going to help us make a run in March, and March starts tomorrow. So I think our defense has been great, especially here in conference. It's ironic because I'm more of an offensive coach. I guess I shouldn't say that, but last year I thought our offense was really good and our defense needed to get better. So it's been a huge focus. I would say I'm an offensive coach, but I'm somebody who values defense. So we work on defense every day. But in the summer, that was one thing that I told our players that we had to, if we want to, make runs in March and make runs just all season, we have to be a great defensive team. So we've all bought into that. But then now our offense is kind of, lagging a little bit. And I think once we just get a couple more days of practice in, we can start clicking better offensively.
It doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but just the love that the team apparently has for Brice Ellis. How does she make this team better? Just she's not on the court as much, the stat sheet, but how does she make you guys just a better overall team?
Well, our players voted Brice as one of our captains. I let them vote captains in the summer, and they voted her. So she is one of our captains, and she's one of our leaders. So it's not always the people that get in the game and lead by example and things like that. Sometimes it's just that voice, and she's just a constant voice. She picks people up when they need to be picked up. When you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, she'll hold you accountable. She is like an extension of the coaching staff. She understands the game plan. She's on the scout team a lot in practice, and so she knows what we're looking for and how to make people better. I just think that she's a really, really good person as well. And she knows how to talk to people and relate to people. Her high character kid, great student. So she's just somebody that they can look up to, on and off the court. And it doesn't necessarily mean that, I got to sub her in and play her minutes and things like that. That's not her role on our team. Our role is to lead. Her role is to be a positive or a beacon of light for them and just kind of be an extension of the coaching staff.
Kind of going forward with seniors, when do you start losing sleep over knowing whether or not some of them are coming back or not? That's got to go into some type of recruiting stuff for you. That's got to just kind of play a factor here in the near future, I would assume.
Yeah, I think I lose. Of course, I'd lose sleep over it a little bit because I want them all back. I think. For me, the ones that are contemplating it the most, that are 50-50 and just haven't made a decision are Brice and Ellie. And those are the two I just told them, just when you know. And I would love to have them back. I would love to have Emily back. I would love to have Bree back. But, Bree and Emily and Brice are fifth years. But, being in college 6 years is tough. It's tough on all fronts. So it's, basketball-wise, your body, just being in school, things like that. So, I think that they all kind of weighed that. Maybe if they were all true seniors, I do believe that they would come back. But being in college 6 years is a lot. So I think they're just trying to see what that looks like for them and just stay present and finish this season.
I'm getting a lot of questions about Trinity Knapp. Is she still with you guys?
She's not. Actually, Trinity opted out just due to, just mental health issues and some other things that she wanted to focus on. And then she decided that she wanted to transfer closer to home and be with her family.
Looking away from your seniors, Jasmine Franklin had a career weekend. She had a high in points last night and a career high in rebounds tonight. What is her ceiling?
The scary thing with that kid is she hasn't even come close to reaching her ceiling, her potential. She's so gifted naturally and just blessed athletically. So she can do so much on the defensive end. She covers up so many people's mistakes. She covers up her own mistakes. She just is a force on that end. Steals, rebounds, being in gaps, post defense, all that stuff. And then offensively, she's finally starting to be more demanding and aggressive and want the ball. You know, Jazz is somebody, even all last year, who we didn't run a lot of plays for because she didn't really want the ball. She just wanted to kind of get the garbage points, rebound putbacks, things like that. This year, coming into this year, we had a long talk in the summer, and that was a role that she wanted to step up into and embrace, and she really has. You know, I think in the non-conference, it was a little bit up and down for her just because we were up and down with our schedule. But since conference hit, she's really hit her stride, and she's a problem for other teams to guard. You know, she can rip and drive. She's starting to shoot it better from 15. She finishes, and then what she does on the defensive end, it just changes us.
Coach, I think that's
I got one more, sorry.
Noah's got one more. All right.
Yep, Coach. Having the conference title locked down and obviously March Madness right around the corner. I'm curious, going into next weekend, how important is going undefeated in conference for you guys?
It's very important because it sets us up for the NCAA tournament. You know, we really want to get the highest seed possible just to position ourselves to make a run. So it's important to finish undefeated, and that's one of our goals. You know, we set goals not to just set them, we set them to accomplish them. So we've accomplished winning the regular season. That was awesome, and we don't take that for granted. But now we want to finish out, the regular season undefeated in conference. So it's very important. I just think that we want to play. We play the whole season to play for March, right? So March 1st is tomorrow, I believe. And is it tomorrow? Yes. I don't even know what today is. March 1st is tomorrow. So even though March, everybody thinks about the NCAA tournament, but we got 2 more games in regular season, and then we have the conference tournament, and then we have the NCAA tournament. So there's a lot of games to be played in March, and March 1st starts tomorrow. So we got to change our mindset. This is what we've waited for. And right at this point last year, in the beginning of March, the season was, kind of just cut short for us. So we played again for this month, and we just want to prevail in this month.
I think that was everything. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.